Hi everybody, my name's Tanya Sesmonero and I work for Vida Coaching, and I'm a career and work-life balance coach. And today I wanted to come and talk to you all about work-life balance and give you some tips on how to improve your work-life balance. I was thinking about what I wanted to talk to everybody about, and I thought this was a good one today because I've been having a very busy time recently, trying to juggle lots of things. It was half term last week, and my husband went to Hong Kong and is actually away again this week. So there was quite a lot of, trying to manage my business, and it's a busy time of year for people looking to change careers as well. So it was trying to manage that, and my daughter and her going to clubs and looking after her, as well as everything else in the house, and general day-to-day life. So it was fun and games, and it was quite busy. And so I thought, oh yeah, work-life balance would be a good thing to talk about, because we all have busy times, and that's absolutely fine if we've got some really good tools and techniques and structures in place to help us manage those busy times. Okay, so my first tip then for helping improve your work-life balance is to review your time. Have a look at your time and have a think about, how do you use your time? Because we all do things, have our time wasting activities, and we think, oh my goodness, have I just spent an hour surfing the internet and looking at Facebook? What a waste of my time. I haven't really achieved anything. And you can get really frustrated with yourself and think, oh, but then you end up doing that again another time, and it's like, what am I doing? So a really good thing to do is to have a look at how you spend your time, and then think about how you can start to cut out some of these activities. What are your priorities? What are the things that you really like doing and are really important to you, and what are the other things that are sort of less important and that maybe you could start cutting either down on or out? Because sometimes it can be quite difficult to completely cut something out, because and then if you fail on it, then you start getting really frustrated, and you go, oh, I can't be bothered with any of this. So maybe just, if you say it was Facebook and you're fed up of wasting your time looking on Facebook for an hour, maybe cut it down to half an hour, and then you've got an extra half an hour to use doing something that's more important to you and more productive. My second tip is to avoid perfectionism. So in our world, it's very fast-paced these days. There's lots of things that we're all trying to juggle, and it's pretty impossible to be perfect at everything. So stop being so hard on yourself. We can't be perfect at everything. And actually, that's okay. It's okay to make mistakes sometimes. And actually, you can learn so much from making mistakes, and just, really progress and improve as a person. If you make some mistakes, it's okay. So stop being so hard on yourself and kind of strive for excellence rather than perfection. I think that's a really good thing to think about. It doesn't have to be perfect, just it needs to be, really excellent. And actually, as long as you're making some progress and really heading in the right direction, that's fantastic. So yeah, that's my second tip: avoid perfectionism. My third tip and my fourth tip are kind of linked. And so my third tip is around switching off your devices in the evenings after work. So it's not really about, it would be great if you could turn off your phone and not look at anything, but it's more to do with work stuff. So, stop checking those work emails, because if you're constantly spending the evening checking those work emails, then there's going to be this undercurrent of stress. It just keeps that stress from the day going. And we all need time to recharge our batteries in the evenings. It's really important that we do that so that we can start the next day afresh. And we're not kind of starting the day with just having that level of stress still there. So, really think about, when I come home, or when I've got home and after an hour of being home or something, I just disconnect and really have some time to relax. Okay, I know there's a couple of people watching, so it's not telling me who you are, but thanks very much for watching. And we're on to the fourth point now, which is, as I say, linked, and it's watching out for those long hours. So long hours can kind of creep up on us, and we all have to do long hours from time to time. There might be a really busy time, there might be a project that you need to work on. If you're a stay-at-home mum and you're kind of managing things, there might be some really, your kids' party to organise, because my kids' party is also this weekend, so it's there's a lot of things that you have to organise there as well, and so there's quite a lot. Oh, it is telling me who's there. Sorry, I'm just butting in there. Hi, Vanessa. In Croatia, fantastic. Thank you for listening in, and hi, Luella as well. Nice to have you two listening. So yes, I was talking about watching out for those long hours. Really easy. It's fine to have a spike in activity, but if you're constantly feeling like you're working really long hours, it can be really bad for your health. And actually, Sweden trialled fairly recently out a 6-hour working day, and it showed that was really productive. It was much more productive to work 6 hours actually than 8 hours, and that people really seem to be performing much better and feeling less stressed as well. So the longer hours you work doesn't necessarily mean you're still being as productive, and it could be that you need to kind of just go, right, I need to switch off and go home and relax, because I'm not actually making any progress here. And if this is constantly happening, it may be time to start looking at your ways of working and seeing if there's any tweaks you can make to productivity. Talk to your manager about the workload and if there's anything there that can be done to help you out, because working long hours is just not healthy for you. And my final tip is all around exercise. So exercise is fantastic for releasing those really great endorphins and helping us to unwind after a stressful day, or starting the day off as we mean to go on. Really, really important, and actually one of the first things that goes when we're stressed and we've got lots of things going on. And so it's a very, very good way of winding down, and really, the healthier we are, the better it is for us. When you get stressed, a lot of people like to have a glass of wine at the end of the evening. I'm not saying that's necessarily a bad thing, but far better would be, as a way of winding down, would be to do some exercise and really releasing all that stress. And on that note, I'm going to go off and do some exercise. So thanks for Luella and Vanessa for joining in, and thanks Luella for your comments. Yes, Vanessa, getting lots of sleep is also very, very important, and another thing that tends to go when we get busy. We tend to not look after ourselves very well when we get busy, and all the good stuff like exercise and eating healthily and sleeping well tends to slide. And it's really important that you are aware of those things, and that you do, make sure that you are continuing to get enough sleep and exercise and eating better, because if we're strong, we can manage the stress a lot better. So really important. Right. Lovely, Vanessa. You're going to have some dinner. I'm going to do some exercise. Don't know what you're up to, Luella, but have a lovely evening, whatever it is. And thanks very much for watching. And do everybody, I'm a work-life balance coach, so if you are struggling with your work-life balance at the moment, please do get in touch, and I'd be really happy to have a chat with you and see how I can help. So thanks very much, and I will see you all soon. Bye.